Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jade Cargill was attacked backstage on the November 22, 2024 edition of WWE SmackDown. Since then, it still remains a mystery on who was the person behind the attack is yet to be revealed on the latest edition of SmackDown. During a backstage segment with Bianca Belair, Naomi claimed that the company was no closer to IDing the suspect. This led to Jade questioning the Glow's claims on social media. This has led to fans looking back to see what the issue between Cargill and Naomi might have been and noticing that it was the former AEW star who eliminated the real-life Bloodline member from the 2024 Women's Royal Rumble match. When she made her debut, Naomi could be holding a grudge, and now that she replaced Cargill and became one half of the women's tag team champions, it will be hard to take back the title. Triple H has become a huge fan of long-term storytelling, so it's easy to see this story dating back months, or even years, if it means that it will be a compelling argument. Jade's taking to social media to question Naomi has led to many fans believing that she was the one behind the attack. After Bianca Belair was seen as the prime suspect for several months, Jade Cargill has been out of action since the attack, but appears to be looking to make her return soon. She could be part of the upcoming Women's Royal Rumble match, and if Naomi were in the match at the time, she would finally be able to confront her. WWE doesn't appear to be pushing this investigation forward, so Jade Cargill could be forced to figure out who did it for herself. They could also be aware that she already knows and is waiting for her to exact her own revenge when she returns. In the ever-evolving world of professional wrestling, where alliances and rivalries constantly shift, every twist and turn is meticulously crafted to keep fans on the edge of their seats. One of the most jaw-dropping moments in recent wrestling history came when Naomi, a beloved figure known for her high-energy performances and infectious charisma, attacked Jade Cargill, an undefeated powerhouse and rising star in AEW. The shocking betrayal sent shockwaves through the wrestling world, leaving fans to wonder why Naomi, who had always been portrayed as a fan favorite, would attack such a formidable and popular figure. The attack seemed to come out of nowhere, as Naomi and Jade Cargill had never been in direct conflict before. While many fans speculated that this was simply a new rivalry born out of storyline progression, the true reason behind Naomi's actions was far more personal and complicated than anyone could have imagined. What seemed like a sudden act of aggression was, in fact, a culmination of deep-seated emotions, unaddressed conflicts, and long-hidden resentments that had been simmering under the surface for a long time. In this article, we will explore the shocking and complex reasons why Naomi might have attacked Jade Cargill, shedding light on some of the underlying factors that led to this unexpected confrontation. We will take a closer look at Naomi's personal journey, her relationship with Jade, the dynamics within the wrestling industry, and the intricate web of emotions that ultimately led to the dramatic moment that left fans reeling. A battle of identity and recognition. One of the most significant reasons behind Naomi's attack on Jade Cargill can be traced back to a deeper issue of identity and recognition. For years, Naomi had been one of the most athletic and talented performers in the WWE, known for her incredible in-ring ability and vibrant, larger-than-life persona. However, despite her undeniable skill, Naomi often found herself sidelined in favor of others, particularly when it came to championship opportunities and storylines that highlighted the biggest stars in the company. In contrast, Jade Cargill's rise in AEW was meteoric, with the powerhouse immediately drawing attention for her striking physique, dominant in-ring style, and commanding presence. She became a sensation almost overnight, and many fans began to draw comparisons between the two women, despite the fact that they worked in different promotions. For Naomi, this comparison hit particularly hard. While Naomi had spent years crafting her persona and honing her skills in WWE, she never felt that she received the level of recognition or respect that she deserved. Her frustration mounted as she watched others, including those with less experience or talent, get opportunities that she believed were rightfully hers. Jade Cargill's quick rise to prominence seemed to highlight Naomi's own struggles with being overlooked and underappreciated. The attack on Jade was not just about personal animosity toward her rival, but rather a manifestation of Naomi's larger struggles with self-worth and recognition. In Naomi's mind, Jade Cargill represented everything that Naomi herself had been denied in her own career: instant fame, the spotlight, and the validation that came with being considered a top star. Naomi's actions were not a personal attack on Jade as an individual, but rather a reflection of Naomi's deeper insecurities about her place in the wrestling world. The underdog struggle, Naomi's frustrations with the wrestling industry. Throughout her career, Naomi had often been relegated to the underdog position. While she had her moments in the spotlight, including her WWE SmackDown Women's Championship win in 2017 and her memorable appearances in the Royal Rumble matches, Naomi had never been able to consistently stay at the top. Many of her major moments were followed by long stretches of being stuck in mid-card storylines or being relegated to the role of a supporting character. For Naomi, this reality was exhausting. On the other hand, Jade Cargill's arrival in AEW seemed to be a direct challenge to the traditional narrative that Naomi had fought so hard to fit into. Jade's rapid ascension to the top of the card, with her undefeated streak and fierce persona, seemed like everything Naomi had longed for. However, as Jade's star continued to rise, Naomi's frustrations grew. The two women, despite working in different promotions, were often compared by fans and pundits alike, with Jade being hailed as the future of women's wrestling, while Naomi was left to fight for her place in an industry that seemed to have no room for her. Naomi's decision to attack Jade could be seen as an act of rebellion against the wrestling industry as a whole. In Naomi's eyes, the wrestling world had failed to give her the recognition she deserved, and Jade's success only served to highlight her own struggles. The attack was, in many ways, a reflection of Naomi's desire to prove that she too could be a dominant force in the industry, even if it meant tearing down the very person who had achieved what Naomi herself had not. The dark side of fame, jealousy, and envy. Another layer to Naomi's motivations comes from the complex emotions of jealousy and envy. These emotions often run rampant in the highly competitive world of professional wrestling, where athletes constantly strive for fame, fortune, and recognition. For Naomi, seeing Jade Cargill rise to prominence so quickly stirred feelings of resentment and jealousy that had long been buried. While Naomi had undoubtedly earned her place in the wrestling world, there was always a sense that she had to work twice as hard as others to prove herself. Meanwhile, Jade's meteoric rise seemed to come effortlessly. Naomi couldn't help but wonder why someone like Jade, who was still relatively new to the industry, was getting the opportunities that she had spent years fighting for in the world of wrestling. Jealousy often takes root when a competitor feels that another wrestler is receiving what they believe to be rightfully theirs. Naomi's attack on Jade was, in many ways, a direct result of this envy. It was a desperate attempt to level the playing field and reclaim the spotlight that Naomi felt had always eluded her. By attacking Jade, Naomi sent a message that she was not content to simply fade into the background. No matter how successful Jade had become, this jealousy also played into the larger narrative of Naomi's personal struggles with self-worth. She had spent years in the shadow of others, and Jade's success only served to amplify Naomi's feelings of inadequacy. In Naomi's mind, the attack on Jade was not only an act of retaliation, but also an attempt to prove to herself and the world that she could be just as dominant and successful as her rival. A personal betrayal, Naomi's discontent with her WWE past. While Naomi's frustrations with the wrestling industry as a whole were a significant driving force behind her attack on Jade, there was also a more personal element at play. Naomi's decision to leave WWE in 2022, alongside her husband Jimmy Uso, was a controversial and highly publicized move. Naomi and Jimmy's exit from the company came after a period of dissatisfaction with their roles in WWE, especially in the wake of the company's creative decisions regarding Naomi's character during her time in WWE. Naomi had often been pushed to the sidelines, and her character had been subjected to inconsistent booking. While Naomi had a passionate fanbase and delivered memorable performances, she never seemed to be given the opportunities to reach her full potential. This sense of being undervalued and ignored led Naomi to make the bold decision to leave WWE and explore other opportunities in the wrestling world. However, the decision to leave WWE was not without its emotional toll. Naomi's departure was not just about business, it was deeply personal. She felt betrayed by the company that had once given her a platform to showcase her talents, only to leave her feeling unimportant and overlooked. This sense of betrayal, combined with the frustration of years of being stuck in mid-card storylines, fueled Naomi's decision to attack Jade Cargill. Jade, who had been the beneficiary of the opportunities that Naomi had longed for, represented everything Naomi had once hoped to achieve in WWE. Seeing Jade succeed while Naomi felt sidelined brought back the pain of her own experiences in WWE. It was as if Naomi's attack on Jade was an act of revenge, not only against Jade herself, but also against the system that had failed her. Conclusion: a complex web of emotions. The shocking reason behind Naomi's attack on Jade Cargill is a complex and multifaceted one. It is not simply about personal rivalry or a desire for championship gold. Rather, it is a reflection of Naomi's struggles with identity, recognition, jealousy, and betrayal. Naomi's frustration with the wrestling industry, coupled with her own feelings of inadequacy and the emotional toll of her departure from WWE, played a significant role in motivating her to attack Jade. In many ways, Naomi's actions were a cry for recognition, a desire to reclaim her place in the wrestling world, and a reflection of the intense emotions that come with being an athlete in such a competitive and unforgiving industry. While fans may have been shocked by Naomi's actions, they also provided a window into the deeper struggles that Naomi had faced throughout her career. The attack on Jade Cargill may have been the catalyst for a new rivalry, but it was also a moment of catharsis for Naomi, a chance to confront the demons of her past and stake her claim in the wrestling world once again. Whether Naomi and Jade's feud will continue to escalate or eventually lead to mutual respect remains to be seen. However, one thing is certain: Naomi's attack on Jade Cargill was driven by a combination of personal frustration, professional jealousy, and a deep desire to prove that she too could be the dominant force she had always aspired to be. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.